Happy Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to all come on in and join. And please let me know when you're here and that you joined so I can see you and I know where you're from. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and happy Wellness Wednesday. I want to welcome our newest members, and it's so exciting to see our group just grow every week. So again, let me know that you're here by saying hi and just give a like in the comments. It's another hot day here in the GTA area, Greater Toronto area here in Ontario, Canada, and it is gorgeous. Yesterday was amazing, today is amazing. So if you've been out there getting some really great fresh air and some good vitamin D, let me know, because I've been out there. Yesterday I was out for an hour and a half walk during the day, and again the nighttime was gorgeous, beautiful temperature, perfect night, and we saw 2 foxes, so that was kind of cool. So one little thing to keep in mind though is to stay hydrated when you're out there. I'm sure that you know that, but it's another thing to do that. So thank you for joining me here today in this exclusive Holistic Diabetes Solutions Facebook group, where it's all about the tips that help you to live vibrantly well as somebody with either a risk to diabetes, somebody who has pre-diabetes, or type 1 or type 2 diabetes. So I'm Cheryl Ivaniski. I'm your host for this exclusive Holistic Diabetes Solutions group, and I'm a global wellness authority, a doctor of holistic medicine, a speaker, an author, and a coach, and an educator, but most importantly, I'm a woman living vibrantly well with type 1 diabetes now for 24 years. And I'm so inspired by all of you who are here because you ask such great questions and you really want some great answers and you're participating. So that's really making me feel great. So today's holistic tip on diabetes and your journey, well, actually, let's just talk about last week's one for just a moment, because that was on the lymphatic system and a couple of simple exercises that you could do. Now, I've been giving you tips on small, easy things that you can do for a minute or 2 at a time. And last week we talked about just the lymphatic and doing some tapping on the lymph gland near your thymus, just to help with congestion and any stagnation, and helping to keep your immune system boosted and healthy. So very easy to do this. And I only need to do this like a minute every once in a while, but it is part of my morning ritual and my midday break, so that I'm sure to get that in. So that was last week's information, but today I'd like to share something with you also about the immune system. Now, I don't know if you've noticed on the news in your cities or hometowns that more and more people are getting back out. There's more activity, more people moving around, and more people back in the workforce. And I wonder if that could be you. If that's you, give me a yes and let me know. Yes, hi Reza. Thanks for being here. So when you notice there's more and more people out there, we really want to make sure that we are doing what we can, the simple things that we can do for our immune systems. So one of the things I'd like to bring today to our tip is really all about one of the, what experts call in the top 3, if not the top 1 thing that we can be doing to keep our immune system in high space and to keep it maintained, and that is the quality of our sleep. So again, let me know if you're here. Give me a hi, give me a hello, and let me know where you're from. And give me a yes if you are all about sleep or want to learn about sleep. So when we're looking at sleep and quality of sleep, we know, and it's a proven fact, that diabetes has been linked to poor quality of sleep. Heart disease has been linked to poor quality of sleep, obesity, depression, and a host of other issues. But we're most concerned about our health, our immunity, and our diabetes. So we know also, you can make a note of this that if you like, that over 80% of people with diabetes do, over the age of 60, end up having issues with heart and heart disease. And ultimately, 80% of people with diabetes will have heart issues. So right now, every day, it's really important that we get our immunity built up strong. And that's why today's tip on sleep and a couple of the things that you can do to help you achieve that is what we're going to talk about today. So when we're looking at sleep and we're looking at hormones, what we're looking at is our ability to fight infection. And I actually just finished a module for our academy that we're launching in a couple of weeks on immune systems, immunity, and sleep. We need our white blood cells. We need our T cells to be out there fighting for us. And one of the ways that they can do that is when we're well rested. So when we're looking at the core of our immune system and we're looking at having our white blood cells that help to invade foreign invaders, we need to look at how are we supporting our immune system. And rest and restoration, that happens during our sleep. So when our blood sugar levels are even slightly elevated, higher than normal, that is when our immune systems are not at their optimum. So with today, according to the Sleep Foundation, I'm just going to read you their overview. They talk about sleeping. This is what a good night's sleep consists of. It consists of sleeping more time while you're in bed. So the total time that you're in bed, you want to be able to be sleeping 80 to 85% of that time. It's almost wow, wouldn't that be wonderful? And we can train our bodies to do that. Falling asleep within 30 minutes or less, waking up no more than once per night, and before awakening for 20 minutes or less after we've fallen asleep. So a big challenge with getting us to that place of great sleep is interference in our minds and our mindsets. And one of the big contributors to interfering with our minds and our ability to shut down is something called blue light. And blue light interferes with our rhythms in our body. And blue light is found on our devices, our tablets, our iPads, our cell phones, our computers, in TVs. And that actually, because many of us are addicted to social media and emails all times of the day, that really interferes with our ability to fall asleep. Now there may be many issues, that focus on the blue light, but I'm going to show you, and I'm going to see if you can see here in my phone. You'll notice that on your phones, if you go under settings, and where are you here? Under settings, if you go under settings, and for me it's under display, and if you go to display, you'll see that there's actually a blue light filter. And you can adjust that blue light filter. So if you didn't know that was available, you can see that you can adjust your blue light filter on your phone. But there's also screen savers and screen devices, materials that you can put on your computers, your tablets, and my eyeglasses actually have that blue light protection film. So there's many ways that you can protect yourself from blue light, but probably the best, and I'm going to challenge you to do this, is to set an alarm for yourself so that you can get in the habit of setting yourself up for a good night's sleep. That's what our tip is, a good night's sleep. So you want to be able to trick the brain, because the blue light makes you think that it's daytime while that's beaming in your face. So what you want to do is, although we're exposed to that blue light naturally during the day, which is great for our circadian rhythm, we don't want that circadian rhythm to be shuffled. We don't want that to be disturbed, and we don't want to be awake all night. So I'm going to challenge you, and I'd like you to put in the comments here, and I'd like you to take me up on this challenge of setting an alarm, giving yourself 2 hours before bedtime, where you're going to adjust your blue light, stop the social media and the emails, and just do that for one night. And then you're helping to set yourself up for a really, really, really good night's sleep. So when it's dark, the pineal gland, which is located right at the base, it's at the base of the hypothalamus at the back of your neck, actually the top of your neck, secretes a hormone, melatonin. And melatonin is your sleep hormone. It helps you to sleep. There's also supplements of melatonin that you can take. But what you want to be able to do, it tells your body to get tired and to go to sleep. A lot of the time we're under, we don't have enough melatonin working for us. So we have that underestimated. So what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to not have that interference, because lack of melatonin and its workability interferes not just with metabolic syndrome and diabetes, but it also encourages cancer, depression, heart disease, obesity, and many other things. Anyways, our bodies are amazing, as we know, and we have the most control over how our bodies and our immune systems work. So the best holistic solution here for getting a great night's sleep is to set your alarm. Discipline yourself, even just one night, to set yourself up for success with your health. So that means wrapping up on social media 2 hours before bedtime and reading a book. There are many things you can do to set yourself up for success. So you can read. That's not a television, it's not a tablet, it's not a phone. You can read, you can listen to guided meditations, you can do some stretches. Last night I went out for a really great evening walk. You can do, spend time with a loved one or family, or you can do, something that relaxes you. Music is awesome too. So you can deactivate the mind, you can set yourself up, and you don't have to concern yourself then with being wired when you go to bed. So I want to hear from you in the comments, and I want to know if you're going to take this challenge on tonight. I want to hear your successes overnight and in the morning, and I'm going to respond back to you as well. So I want you to share any tips that you come up with and things that you do to get a great night's sleep and to help you sleep throughout the night. And, just give me a yes in the comments. That'll be great. I share other wellness tips in the Holistic Diabetes Solutions Wellness Group, as you know, and I send updates by email. So if you're interested in those, let us know. And if you want more tips, plus the latest announcements and things that are happening in the holistic diabetes world, then I want you to, come over to holisticdiabetessolutions.com and let us know so that we can share those with you. In addition, for an update, there's 3 big things coming. There's 3 great things coming, and I alluded to them and maybe mentioned them last week, but they're coming up quickly. So by popular demand, our free No BS Blood Sugar Challenge is coming up June 15th, and there's some new activities in there. It's going to be a lot of fun, so even if you joined our first one and you want to join our second one, there's going to be some new great stuff in there. So June 15th, so stay on notice for that. And also, I'll be adding some new tips in there. So invite a friend. Share this. It'll be great. And also, next week, I'm happy to say that I'll actually be presenting for 2 great organizations. And that's going to be for HypnoBiz, the Global Summit. And I'm also going to be for LifeCon Pro. And those are going to be online summits that are great for your health and well-being. Now, some of these are for healthpreneurs, but they're also for people interested in health in general. So I actually help people pivot their businesses online. I help them to pivot, reposition, and passionately soar in their businesses. And I help them to do that with an academy that's launching through Holistic Diabetes Education, through the Academy of Holistic Diabetes Education itself. So there's really great information in there for traditional healthcare practitioners. We have chiropractors, we have naturopaths, we have natural nutritionists, we also have fitness trainers, nurses, and we have energy healers of all sorts. And more importantly, we also have people who living with pre-diabetes and diabetes who really want to have the highest level of self-care and education. So you're all welcome to that. So also, I just wanted to say that it's a real honor to be a thought leader, and I'm really glad that these groups reached out to me because then we can reach more people. Now, if you have any questions about the blue light that we've talked about today, or the lymphatic drainage from last time, or any of the actually lives, or the tips or info, just let us know and I'd be happy to write you back. You can write here in the comments. You can also write me anytime, and I'll be sure to give you a hand with that. So until next Wednesday, have a really great day. Make sure you get outside. It's absolutely gorgeous. And challenge 2 hours before bedtime. No blue lights. Over and out. We'll see you next time.